Hello everyone. This is a quick tutorial on how to use PLC Fiddle. So when you go to PLC Fiddle, this will be the page that you come upon. Basically, this allows you to simulate PLC code very easily. It's a little bit different from Connected Components Workbench or an actual PLC software because you're basically ignoring all of the hardware. So anything related to I/O, Ethernet, or hardware connections does not exist here. But in terms of just simulating basic code, this gives you most of what you would need for any PLC software. At the top in this area, and I will bring up my mouse highlighter. There we go. So this area in here is where you can get your different instructions. So contacts, coils, your math commands with the move command, your comparators, your timers and counters, and here's where you can add rungs and branches as well as drag things to the trash. At the bottom, this is your ladder logic programming. So we can drag these instructions to build our ladders. And if we want to add rungs, we can do that very easily. And if we want to delete them, we just drag them into the trash. At the left, this is where we can create variables. We're not allowed, not really possible to create actual inputs and outputs. So here we just create variables which take the place of an input or an output. So this is the sort of the standard program you get when you open it, and it comes pre-built with a start button, a stop button, and a motor. The start and stop buttons would be inputs, and the motor would be an output. And these are all Boolean data types. We could also create a number, a timer, or a counter. So if I want to create a counter, I just select the counter data type and I say like counter 1, or I could say something like number of cycles. And underneath counter would be an energized bit, a Q bit, which means the counter has elapsed, the accumulated number, so how many it has counted, and then a preset that I can update as needed. To delete a variable, I just press on the X. So using the variables I start with, I can turn the start button on, which turns the motor green, showing it's energized. If I turn the start button off, the motor holds itself on because of this branch. And then when I hit the stop button, it turns the motor off. So in order to do projects, I will want to get rid of the basic program and the basic variables, and I want to create my own Booleans. So it might be like red light, or light red, light green, button 1, button 2, and we can do different things with these variables that we've created. So I could have button 1 as an XIC to energize the green light. So in this case, when I activate the button 1 variable, this XIC is checking to see if this variable is true, and if it's true, it'll energize the green light. So that is basically how PLC Fiddle works. If you want more tutorial, you can go to the top left where it says Code School, and it will give you a number of lessons in order to practice and learn how this works. So that isn't required, but it is a way to learn a little bit more about how to use this website. Hopefully that helps. And if you understand this, you'll be off to the races with PLC Fiddle. All you need to do to submit this sort of work is take a screenshot.